All right, guys, thank you for your time. So today, what we're going to cover is how to set up a month's worth or more. I'm just setting it up for a month's worth of social media content within about 20 minutes. So what I'm going to show you today involves a few free tools. Number one is ChatGPT, and you can use the free version of ChatGPT should you want to. Also, Google Sheets, it's going to make your life a lot easier. Canva, even a free account on Canva, you can do all of this. It's actually worthwhile getting a paid account on Canva, and I think it's something like 59 Rand a month, and you get access to much nicer templates. You also get access to better imagery for your social media posts, and then obviously a social media scheduling tool like what we've got inside Property Funnels. So you don't have to use the Property Funnels one. It's just going to be slightly more manual for you to schedule and upload your posts across your social channels. But if you've got Property Funnels, I'm going to show you also towards the end on how to schedule posts for the month ahead. All right. So let me just make sure that everybody is in and ready. Are we all ready to go? Everyone happy? Everyone excited? Everyone looking forward to learning something cool? Cool. Thanks, Joey. All right. So I'm going to hop in. Wait, I'm going to just change my screen so that I don't hop you into my WhatsApp. That'll be awesome. Okay, everyone can see my screen. This is the back end of Property Funnels. So everyone can see this, right? Everyone should be able to see that. Okay, so what am I showing you right here? So this is the back end of Property Funnels. This is our social media scheduling tool. So what this tool allows us to do is to essentially schedule posts for the month ahead and all the way up into, towards the end of the year, depending on how many posts you've got across multiple channels. Now, these are your business channels on social media. For example, your Facebook business page. If you have a Facebook group, you can automate posts into a Facebook group. If you have a LinkedIn page, a Twitter page, TikTok, Twitter, Google My Business, and Instagram, you can automatically post across all these channels in one scheduling tool. All right. So how do we set something like this up? As you can see, there's a whole bunch of posts that are completed for the month of May. This took me upwards of maybe 10, 15 minutes, and it's done. My social media content is done for the month. I don't have to worry about it and stress about adding content to my social channels. Let me just move this Zoom control out the way. I can put it down there. Awesome. All right. So a few things we need to start with. Number one is we need content. Now, we can always spend time on creating content ourselves, but what I quite like to do, especially for something like this that isn't necessarily the most, it doesn't need you to be as involved as, creating listings and doing the really big stuff in your business. This part of your business is really about being present and visible across the social channels. So what you're going to be doing is you're automatically going to be posting on your personal page. You're going to be posting on your business page. You're going to be posting into groups. But what you want to have the experience of people who follow you, you want them to be able to see you across multiple channels. That includes your business page, that includes your personal page, and of course, email, WhatsApp, etc. If you've got any signage in the area, it helps too, so that you become totally omnipresent and someone that they cannot ignore, that they cannot ever not think about. When they think of real estate, they don't think of you as the agent. So as you can see, this is a quick little prompt that I gave ChatGPT before this morning, just in order to create, you can see there's 30 posts down here. So all we're asking for is explaining who we are. So I'm just saying I'm a real estate agent operating in city. So the city can be, you could be operating in a suburb, you could be operating in a city region. It really depends on what you, where you specialize and what it is that you specialize in. Sales and rentals is obvious. You may not do rentals, or you may only do rentals. So again, just use your own assumption in terms of what you think would be most relevant. And then I'm asking ChatGPT to create 30 Twitter-length social media posts. Now, this part's important. We don't want long posts. The reason for that is we want to create thumbnails to accompany our posts. And obviously, if you've got too much text, the thumbnails become way too long. And of course, it doesn't hit home as you'd like it to hit. And secondly, certain social platforms don't allow for a lot of characters, including Twitter, for example. So we're asking ChatGPT to create Twitter-linked social media posts that we can post to our social media pages each day. And then I said, please include hashtags and emojis for fun and greater engagement. I did, however, add this later because when I first ran this prompt, I got a whole bunch of our latest listings and open days for this property. Now, that's fine if you want to create those, but then obviously you need to have the listing or you need to have the open days registered schedule. So for this purpose today, I've just asked it to exclude any posts about new listings and open days. And this is what it came up for me. I mean, literally 30 posts within 3-4 seconds, it did all of this. Now, obviously, I would go through all of this just to make sure that it's correct, it's doing what I want it to do. But these are based on a very short introduction into what I do and who I serve. Now, what you could still do here is you could add more detail. So you could explain a little bit of detail about the area. Maybe you want to highlight some key landmarks and features in the areas that you buy or that you help people buy and sell in. So you can add as much detail here as possible. And the more detail that you have here, you're still going to say create 30 Twitter-linked social media posts. And it's going to give you far more variety than what you currently see on your screen. Everybody up to date here? Everyone, this makes sense to everyone, right? This is not difficult stuff. Very, very easy. Just go to chat.openai.com, open an account, it's free, and you can do something like this. Obviously, if you do the paid, you get better results because it's faster, it's more reliable. You never have to wait for space. So this is a paid plan, and it's also extremely cheap to do what it can do for your business. Now, once you've got something like this, all you're going to do is you're going to basically grab all of this content. So you could either drag it like that, or you could click on this little clipboard and it'll copy to the clipboard. Then what you need is, essentially you need one Google Sheet. So these are you can see here's the Google Sheet that I've already prepared for this webinar. So I just added a Google Sheet and I just called this webinar post for Canva, whatever you want to call it. And the reason why we want to put this into a Google Sheet that's separate from our social media scheduling sheet, which will look like this, and I'm going to show you how we fill this in a second, is because I want to use the content that I got here. I want to create a CSV from this, and then using Canva, instead of doing a copy paste job on all of these, I'm going to create one template in Canva, and I'm going to automatically add everything from this CSV in one file swoop to every single tile. And it's going to basically create 30 templates with the writing that I've got here, with the emojis, etc. All right. So once I've got this and I've copy pasted everything down here, all I did was I took out the numbers because it still brings in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a little bit of editing work required, but it's not that much effort, to be honest. You just take out the numbers in each post, and then you just run it all the way down in column A. You've got 30 posts right here. Okay, everyone following? This is all good? Okay, so now we get to the actual fun part. So we go to Canva now. And like I said, in Canva, you can get a whole bunch of templates, especially if you've got a paid Canva account. If you've got a free one, you can also do most of this anyway. But one important thing here is try to make sure that your Canva sizing, so the sizing of your image, is 1080 by 1080 pixels. So it's a square. Now, a square works well for Facebook. A square works really well for Instagram. A square will work well for just about any platform. It fills up more of the screen, and it's acceptable by all social media platforms that you'll be posting it to anyway. So you don't want anything that's like a landscape image. You also don't want something that's too vertical, because some platforms are not going to render it as nicely as others. Instagram obviously will do nice with that, and so will Facebook, but some others, Twitter, for example, doesn't really support vertical media as well. So all I've done here is I've just added some background. So this is what I'm going to use to paste in this little block here. I'm going to paste these social little captions, if you want to call them that, into this text block here. So you start with this, you design what you want to design here. Now, you can always come back and edit these images and change that a little bit so that you don't have this woman for the next 30 days in your posts. It could also be a picture of you. right? So you can put your picture in there. I would go for something fun. Think about YouTube thumbnails. Do something that's going to catch the eye, because you don't want to be standing there too professionally. This is social media. It's a bit of fun. And you want to get people to stop and take notice and pay attention to what you're about to say. Then obviously you can put your logo in here. So I just used a frame. So it's pretty cool. So from an elements perspective, you go to elements and you can type in here frame, grab the frame, and then you get these frames, which is essentially anything that you grab, you can put into there. So if I want to grab this lady, I can put her into this frame. And then I can just obviously move her down, do what I want to do with her there. Okay. So I'm going to just undo that so that she doesn't sit there. And then I'm going to remove that frame. Okay. So put your logo in there, get your photo and your name. You can put your phone number, do whatever you want to do here just to make it look nice. And then when you're happy with this, what you're going to do is you're going to go back to these posts here. You're going to go to File. You're going to say Download. And then you're going to download as a CSV. So comma separated value. Do it from Google Sheets. It's so much easier. You keep everything in one place. And it's literally going to download this into your browser or into your downloaded items. So I've already done that. So I'm not going to do that now. I'm just showing you the process. Make sure that you download this as a CSV. Now, when you go back to Canva, if you go down the menu here, sometimes it can be below this little line. You'll see something called bulk create. If you don't see this, I don't know if everybody can see my screen. Can you all see the screen? Just put up, I can see Renita and Hilton. Okay, you can see the screen. So that's what we're going to use. If you don't see bulk create, click on apps. So it might be in your apps, and then you're just going to go look around here for something, or you can type it and search it over there called bulk create. All right. So I'm going to just choose bulk create. And what you can see here, I'm just going to move my Zoom controls. You can see there's a little button that says upload CSV. Now, this is where the magic really happens. This is the cool part. So click on upload CSV. It's going to take you to wherever you've saved your posts. So I don't know if you can see my screen. This is just in a folder on my computer. Okay, I'm going to select it. I'm going to click open. And then you can see it's already giving you the first data field. So looking for your dream home, let us help you navigate, blah, blah, blah. So basically what it's saying is right-click an element in your page to connect it to your data below. So we want this content to go into this text block here. So you're going to right-click on that text block, and you're going to see something that says connect data. You see that there before it pulls it out? So you can see connect data. You're going to click on it, and you're going to see it fills that gap. Now, from here, you can resize this so that everything is sized correctly. You don't want it to, obviously, some are perfect, some are maybe too big, some are too small. So maybe even make it slightly smaller, and then just bring it out a bit wider so that it fits a little bit more into the center over here. All right. So what you're going to do now is you're going to click on continue. Once you've got your sizing and you're happy with it, you click on continue. So what it's going to say, it's going to start adding all of this to this template. So click generate 29 pages. It's going to open it up probably in a new tab. Oops, I think I'm losing my. Okay, can you see this screen here where the other templates are? Can everybody see this? Just wanted to make sure I didn't lose it because I moved my Zoom controls and everything else went all funky. So you can see this. Now, I've literally gone and created 30 posts in 3 seconds, if I've got this part right. All right. So what we do now is, so that's the fun part. Now what I've got is I've got all of these posts ready and done. So this is where I can stop. So I can actually stop right here. I can click on share. I can click on download as a PNG, and I can download all of these templates. And then of course I can upload manually. So I'm not a fan of doing things too manually because it's just I've got better things to do than to go and upload these on a daily basis. Plus, I'm not consistent personally on everything. So I would prefer to automate the upload process of these social posts so that I get a position where I can say, all of this is already done for the month. I don't need to think about this at all. It's all done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to our little template here. So this is our template that we use for our social media posting tool in Property Funnels. You need these headings. Then I'll just explain what these headings are just quickly. Obviously, this is post at a specific time. So it needs to be in this format. So you can see it's the same format as the year, month, day, and then hours, minutes, seconds. So it needs to look like this. And then obviously, if it's into the future, so if I change this 25, so if I just change this, oops, let me just do this, and I change it to the 26th. Let me just go one back here. Let me do it like that. So if I make it the 26th and I just drag this all down, I'm sure you all know how to use Excel. It's going to update it 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it's going to be a consecutive daily post at exactly the same time. Now, some of these things, content, that's the actual written content. Then the link, don't stress about this because for this purpose, we're not going to use any blog posts, any links, etc. We literally want to get the image URLs in here. So what I'm going to do now is instead of downloading every single image here, I'm just going to download the first one. And then I'm going to, well, I'll download two. Let's just download two so that we save some time. But you would do this for all your posts. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to say 1 and 2. Okay, pages 1 and 2. I'm going to download that. It should come down as a zip. Okay, if anybody wants to ask a question while I just unzip this, I'm unzipping the zip file. I'm not unzipping anything else. Anybody want to ask some questions while I do this? You can put your microphone on if you missed me on something. You want to go back quickly? Are we all good? I don't have the camera on you guys right now because it's just taking up too much of my screen. So if you want to ask a question, you can just switch on your microphone and ask. Okay, so there we go. I've got these two posts here. As you can see, 1 and 2. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back into Property Funnels. And I'm going to go to my settings and I'm going to add those two images to my media library. So in Property Funnels, you can actually self-host media. That includes your images as well as videos, also documents like PDFs, Word docs, whatever you've got. So if I went into settings and I go down to media, open the media library, I'd normally put this into a folder. I'm not going to worry about the folder now, but I would normally just put it into a folder so that everything's in one place. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to just drag these in here, upload those images. So now I've got image 1 and 2 here, as you can see. So this one is something city. I'm just trying to see what that image is. Normally you would name them so that you can, it's easy to reference because you want to put the quote that's in your content. So you want to put this quote with the right image. Otherwise it ends up looking a bit strange. So I think this one is, sorry, I've just got Zoom controls in the way here. Apologies, guys. Okay, let me just go back here and let me see what this one is. Apartment, I think that says apartment. So apartment hunt, that's this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click here and I'm going to click on get link. And I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to paste the, I missed the step. Sorry, guys. I'm going to just do this first. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go everything down, copy this and paste it into this document here. So this is for the social media scheduling. Paste this in. So you can see everything's in there. I just need to put some more days in here. Something like that. There we go. So everything is in and scheduled. Then I've got, this one was the apartment hunt, I think. So I'm going to just cut that and put it in there. And then I think this one was the local guide one that I copied up. Let's check. Local guide, I can see that. And then click on get link. And then go back to your CSV and paste it there. All right. So what I've gone and done here is I've got 30 posts ready and loaded. And then obviously with all my images, I'm going to put all my images into this folder. I'm going to click right click, get the link, and I'm going to paste them under the image URL space. Okay. So once I've done that, I'm not going to do that for this purpose. I just wanted to go through this process in the beginning so that you can see what this looks like when we schedule this now. So same as before, click on file. When you're ready with everything here, click on file, click on download, and then click on CSV from a separated value. And see, there it is. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to property funnels. Just go one back again, and then make sure you're on the actual dashboard area. And then go to marketing. Now, I only have Facebook connected to this demo account. So it's only going to have Facebook, my lazy agent Facebook page. As you can see, there's no posts on that page at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on CSV, upload new CSV, drag it in, click on next, select the social account. So I'm going to select the Facebook page because I only have one. But in this process, you could literally select all your pages. Every social channel that you've got connected to your Property Funnels account, you can select here so that everything goes, this goes to every single channel that you've got, including, you know, if you've got video, you can do for TikTok too. Process CSV. Takes about 10 seconds for it to go from in progress to schedule. So what I just do is I click out to approve and then go back to CSV just to see if it's done it. And there you can see. When you see review and schedule, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this. And there you can see. So there's the two that I added. These other two don't have any imagery. But you can see it's all ready and waiting. There's about 30 results here, as you can see at the bottom. And there's the date and time that I'm going to schedule them out. So I changed the date from the 25th to the 26th. And then you can see the 26th of May, 27th of May, 28th of May, 9th, and then all the way into June. If you want to check out and see, you know, is it correct, you can click on the little expand button. And then this is what it's going to look like on Facebook. If you've got other pages, you'll be able to toggle here between LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, your Facebook group, Google My Business, any of your extra channels that you've got, you'll be able to see what it's going to look like on those channels. So if you're happy with this, all you're going to do is click import posts. And then you just confirm that. And you can see it's importing. So if I go to scheduled posts now, you can see all of this has now been scheduled for the May and June month. If I click on open the planner, then I get my calendar view and I scroll down here. You can see these are already scheduled now to go out between end of May and straight into June. All right. How cool is that, guys? Is that awesome? How easy is that? All right. Does anybody have any questions at all? That took a lot. It was a lot quicker than I thought. So I don't even think it takes 20 minutes. I think it takes 15. You can ask your questions. I'm just checking in the chat. Marty, yes, you can download in JPEG. You can also download in PNG. I just think it comes down to different image formats have, they've got different benefits, essentially, different enhancements. PNG works really well, and it's a bit bigger, so the image quality is a little bit higher. JPEGs can actually be quite small, so maybe your image quality can be slightly less impressive, but you can choose whichever format you want to download, and it doesn't really matter. The social template. Dale, are you talking about the Excel sheet or are you talking about the Canva? Nolan, have all the pictures posted with the captions? Yes, they have. So if you remember, we went here. Oh, wait, we went, where's it here? Oh, it's there. Can you see this screen with all the posts? Everybody can see this? So you can see all the captions are on all the posts now. You can always just zoom in and you can see they're different. '28th shows a picture and the rest calendar doesn't. Oh, the reason for that is because I just put in, I didn't want to download all the images and go through the whole process. I just wanted to do two images to show you that that's how you do the process when you actually go to your social channel, your sheet here. You can see I only put in 2 pictures. I didn't put in pictures for the rest here. There's no URLs on this one. It's just the text. That's why it shows it like that, just to save some time. Cool, Dale. I can share this Excel with you, right? I'll share the video. Thanks, Joey. Okay, does anybody have any questions, want to ask something, want to share something, any learnings, insights, limitations? I'm all ears. I can see everybody's talking, but no one's talking to me. So if you want to ask something, ask me.
David, the property funnel page, where do we get that? I don't know if I got lost somewhere, but this is amazing. I mean, this can save us so much time. But Joel, where do we get that page?
So this page here in Property Funnels. So if you are a Property Funnels client, you already have access to a social media scheduling tool. So what you need to do is you need to join Property Funnels, and then you need to connect your social channel. So bear in mind, this doesn't connect to your personal Facebook page. The reason is because Facebook's API doesn't allow that, not yet anyway, but this will obviously take care of your business pages. So if you look at mine here, you'll see that I have got, if I just go one back here, and I open up my channels that I've currently got, you can see there's Google My Business, there's my Facebook group, there's my Facebook page, there's Instagram, there's LinkedIn, there's Twitter, there's TikTok. So these are all the pages and groups and stuff that I'm on. And I can literally, when I upload those posts, I can say share, same date, same time, same post to all of these channels. This is why I suggest going with a 1080 by 1080 pixel image, because it's acceptable by all these platforms, barring TikTok, which needs to be a video. But I'm not much of a video person myself, so I struggle with that. But yes, you could do this for every single of other channels that you have access to.
Could you send us the link, please, to the funnels page?
Sure, I can send you the link. I'll make sure, I'll just make a note here. You can also just send me I think you WhatsApp me before the call, right? So I'll just respond on that WhatsApp. Awesome. Any other questions? Yes, Lizelle, you can upload video to the media library of Property Funnels too. So we do have self-hosted videos, and the same will apply. You can literally just grab the video URL, like click get link, and you can paste that link into your Excel sheet, so that when you do your social media uploading process, it's going to pull from the source, and it's going to post that video across your platforms. Again, make sure your video format is correct and your sizing is like at least like, you know, as square as you can get for video, if that's possible even. You're welcome, Helen. All right, I think that's it, guys. I mean, there wasn't much to share, to be honest. It's pretty simple stuff, nothing complicated. But if you would like to join Property Funnels, you can just, you know, WhatsApp me, email me, phone me, whatever you want to do. If you're an existing client and you want any of these resources as Dale has requested, I'm happy to share that off to you. And then once the video is actually completed in the library, I'll share this video again with you so that you can run over some of the stuff that you might have missed, in case you want to also share this with members of your own team, because you simply don't need Property Funnels to do that. It just makes it easier for the uploading and the management process of your posts. But You can do all of this stuff literally with free tools, and you don't need to pay a cent for this. It's just your time. And different pictures on different posts. Actually, yes, you can, but then you would have to just manually go and change them. So if I wanted to go and say, well, I don't like this girl for every single post, I'm going to go to photos and I'm just going to grab this girl. So I'm going to put her in there, and then I'll just have to manually change it. Sorry, probably on this one would be better. We can just change her there and go to photos, and we can pull her in there so that she takes up that space. And the nice thing with Canva is you don't want this ugly gray background on the image. You click on edit photo, and you can click on BG remover, which is the background remover. So it is on Pro, but you can get free tools for background removal too. I think you just go to remove.bg, which is the same thing. You're going to have to upload the image into remove.bg to do the same. But as you can see, that part can be slightly manual. It's going to take whatever you created the template to be, but you can always change these. Every second post you can have something different. But I would encourage you to put something like your face in there, but looking a little bit crazy like this girl. I think it just draws the eye in more than a professional real estate photo, which we're all used to seeing. There's no right or wrong, just for attention, guys. Remember, social media is all about engagement and all about attention. If you get attention and you manage to convert attention into engagement, your reach is that much more enhanced, which means you reach more people, and that's going to be good for you, making sure that you actually have a way to capture more people's attention and bring the leads to you, so you're attracting your ideal clients, hopefully. Okay, everyone is super quiet. There's no sound on, so I'm just listening to myself here. But if you've got one more question, I've got maybe time for one more question. I'm not going to sit here and talk you all. I'm happy to close off these things without needing to answer myself. Thanks, Hilton. I want to keep saying Gordon. I'm going to call you Gordon from now.
We're all in awe. Don't worry. It's not you.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure everyone's happy. So I don't want to close off without everybody saying, if they're happy and they're fine, I'll send you the recording. If you want any of the other resources, I'm happy to share. But yeah, drop me a line if you want to ask some questions. I'm happy to take calls off too, if you want to ask personal stuff. No relationship advice.
Thanks, David. That was great. Learned a lot. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Stay out of trouble. Thanks, Renita.
Bye.
Everyone have a great day. Good luck. Make lots of money, guys.
Bye.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.